The United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia have reported new drone incidents as tensions linked to the Iran conflict continue despite ongoing diplomatic efforts and a fragile ceasefire. The UAE said a drone strike caused a fire at the Barakah Nuclear Power Plant on Sunday. Officials said the strike hit an electrical generator outside the plant's inner perimeter, but confirmed there were no injuries and no release of radioactive material. The UAE Defense Ministry said 2 other drones were successfully intercepted and added that the drones had been launched from the western border. Emirati officials said they were investigating the source of the attack and warned the country had the right to respond to what it described as terrorist attacks. The International Atomic Energy Agency confirmed that emergency diesel generators were powering 1 unit of the plant and called for maximum military restraint near nuclear facilities. Meanwhile, Saudi Arabia said it intercepted 3 drones that entered from Iraqi airspace and warned it would take operational measures against any threat to its sovereignty and security. The incidents come as hostilities linked to the Iran conflict continue despite a ceasefire that took effect in April. Drones have repeatedly been launched from Iraq toward Gulf countries, including Saudi Arabia and Kuwait. The conflict began after US and Israeli strikes on Iran on February 28. During the war, Iran repeatedly targeted Gulf states hosting US military bases, including sites linked to civilian and energy infrastructure. The diplomatic deadlock between Washington and Tehran also continues. More than 5 weeks after the ceasefire, both sides remain divided despite efforts to reopen the Strait of Hormuz, a key global shipping route for oil and gas. The United States has called on Iran to dismantle its nuclear program and end its control over the strait. Iran, meanwhile, has demanded compensation for war damage, an end to the US blockade of Iranian ports and a halt to fighting on all fronts, including Lebanon. US President Donald Trump warned that the clock is ticking for Iran and urged Tehran to move fast toward a deal. According to Axios, Trump is expected to meet top national security advisors on Tuesday to discuss possible military options regarding Iran. Iranian military spokesperson Abolfazl Shirkachi warned that if US threats were carried out, Washington would face what he described as aggressive and surprise scenarios. Iranian officials also accused the US and Israel of destabilizing global energy markets following what Tehran called unprovoked military aggression. The ongoing disruption in the Strait of Hormuz has triggered a major oil supply crisis and rising prices. Iran says it has prepared a mechanism to manage shipping traffic through the strait, with details expected to be announced soon. The conflict has killed thousands in Iran during US and Israeli airstrikes, while thousands have also died in Lebanon in fighting involving Hezbollah. Israel and Lebanon recently agreed to extend their ceasefire by 45 days, although clashes have continued despite the truce.